Welcome back to Dunoon Grammar School for our last vlog of this term. My name's Mr Mitchell and we're just about to go and find out what's been going on in the school this week. My highlight of this week or last week has been our 5 of our senior pupil leadership team attended an outdoor centre in Fort William in Lochiel to take part in a leadership conference with a number of other senior pupils from across Scotland. We have Blair with us this morning, who is going to talk to us a little bit about that experience, but from my understanding they had a great time. So Blair, can you tell us a wee bit about the leadership weekend that you were on?
So the leadership weekend we did, it was all organised by Outbound Trust. We were out in Lochiel, just outside Fort William. We arrived on the Friday afternoon and we were split into separate groups with other SPLT members from across Argyll and Bute. So Campbelltown was there and a few others, and we got split up and we did activities throughout the weekend that would help better our leadership skills. So we did things like rock climbing and abseiling, raft building, climbing, and we all just kind of got to know each other and got to know how the different schools' SPLTs operated. So it was a really good weekend. You know, we all made some new friends and we all really enjoyed being there.
So if you could take one thing away from the weekend, Blair, what would it be?
If I could take one thing away from the weekend, probably that if you go into one of these things with your heart set on it being not so great, it won't be. But if you go in with an open mind and like a good attitude, then it'll turn out really, really good and you'll get the most from it that you can.
Excellent. I'm glad you got a lot out of it, and hopefully we'll be able to keep that going for next year's senior pupil leadership team too. Thanks, Blair.
No bother.
It has been a really busy week this week. On Friday of last week we held our first staff quiz in the staff room after school, which was a really fun and great event, and thanks to Mrs Somerville and Mr Spark for arranging that. The winning team this year, this time, was Mr Spark, Mr Boyd, Miss McLean and Mr Shippard, so well done to them. My team ended up third, so I was a bit disappointed there. On Saturday night, I attended the Stracher Drama Group's performance of Peter Pan and the New Adventures. It was their pantomime, and our own Mrs Nish, our art teacher, took part. She was Captain Hook, but there was a large amount of our young people performing, and I have to say it's one of the best pantos I've ever seen, so well done to all of them. On Monday, we welcomed a drama performance called You Are Not Alone, and all of our S3 pupils went to see that, and they had the opportunity to take part in a number of workshops and discuss some really, really pertinent and issues that are taking place in the world just now. So that was a really good experience for them. On Monday and Tuesday, I attended the Excellence in Headship conference that is run by the Scottish College of Educational Leadership, and I attended that through in Stirling. And I have to say, again, it was a fantastic conference. It had a great 2 days, and it really helped me think about my own style of leadership and meet a number of other secondary head teachers from across Scotland and make links with them. Mr Darkins arranged a history trip for his higher and advanced higher history pupils, and they went to Hadrian's Wall for 2 days, and again had a really good time, but they learnt a lot and it will help them when it comes to sitting their examination. Mr Abbott took 4 of our S4 pupils to Oban on Wednesday to take part in the maths challenge. Vanita, Elwyn, Rory and Lewis all attended and represented Dunoon, and they came back as winners, and they now go forward to the national final in Glasgow, so well done to all of them, and a big thank you to Mr Abbott for arranging that. Mr Porter took his higher RMPS pupils to the Glasgow Central Mosque, and again it was part of their curriculum, and their guide actually was so impressed by them and said they had much more information and much more knowledge than him, but he said they were a credit to Dunoon Grammar School, so well done to them also. Our S1 to S3 tracking reports were issued to our pupils on Wednesday, so please make sure, if they haven't passed it to you, that you get a copy of that. It'll be in their school bags. In house time, on Thursday and Friday, we worked on work that related to the European Day of Languages, and again, thank you to Mr Patterson and the Modern Languages Department for making those arrangements. On Thursday, Susan Hoy continued to work with our S2 and S3 girls. It's been really beneficial to them and is building up their confidence, so we will be continuing that, working with some of our senior girls after the October break. On Thursday, our physics department took their S3 classes to the University of Strathclyde to work in some labs and get some real experience, doing some experiments, etc. So Mr McNeilage, Mr Crawford and Miss McLean joined them there, so again thank you to them also. On Thursday, Mrs Dort ran the Future Chef competition, and it was an extremely great, good competition, and I really enjoyed tasting all the dishes. So again, we will share the winners with you after the October holidays. We finish up on Friday at 2:40. I just want to wish all our staff, pupils and parents and the community of Dunoon a fantastic holiday. I want to continue to work as hard as we can when we come back, and just thank everyone for their continued support. I hope everyone enjoys the mod of the second week of the October break, and hopefully we'll see you about in Dunoon during the holiday. So have a fantastic holiday, and we'll see you on the 22nd of October.